the Small Business Committee, but also a previous chair of the subcommittee on the Middle East with the Foreign Relations Committee, Mr. Chabot of Ohio.
The gentleman is recognized.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. I rise in strong support of H.R. 5711, and I want to commend my colleagues, Congressman Huizenga and Sherman, for authoring this bipartisan piece of legislation. It was once said that the West would sell its enemies the rope that would be used to hang itself with. Well, because of the disastrously flawed Iran deal, that's exactly what we're currently doing. That's why this legislation is so important. H.R. 5711 essentially prevents the export or re-export of commercial passenger aircraft to the Islamic Republic of Iran. This bill would cut off Iran's means of delivering weapons to terrorist organizations like Hamas and Hezbollah and to Syrian dictator Bashar al-Assad, a war criminal who's responsible for the worst refugee crisis since the Second World War. The truth is, we wouldn't even need to be here today if the Obama administration had just paid attention to the facts on the ground in the Middle East. When negotiating the disastrous Iran nuclear deal, despite knowing Iran was the world's leading state sponsor of terrorism, President Obama and Secretary Kerry permitted the sale of commercial aircraft to Iran anyway. And incredibly, under current U.S. law, if we issued a license for Iran Air to purchase aircraft from an American manufacturer and then Iran walked away from its commitment, U.S. taxpayers would have to foot the bill for Iran. In this case, that could be up to $70 billion on the U.S. taxpayer. And given Iran Air's multiple unpaid commitments over the years, that outrageous outcome is entirely possible. So for all the reasons that I've mentioned and for reasons that have been stated already by my colleagues, I would urge clear-minded people on both sides of the aisle to support this legislation, and I yield back the balance of my time.
Gentleman reserves. Gentlelady from California is recognized.
I now